Yo, what's up guys? It's Mike and welcome back to the channel. But not just any channel today. Today we're diving headfirst into a world of abandoned buildings, creepy corridors, and places you definitely wouldn't want to ask your mom to book for a family vacation. This hotel has a 40% guest disappearance rate, and it's not even the deadliest one we found. Would you check in? From hotels built on cursed burial grounds to suites dangling over active volcanoes, these places aren't just haunted. They're actively trying to kill you. Tonight, we're counting down the world's most lethal hotels, where every stay could be your last. First up, perched precariously on a cliff edge in the Scottish Highlands, we have the Devil's Perch. They say every room has a story. This one's got a whole library of them. We're talking about a hotel that's been around since the 1500s, seen more deaths than a Game of Thrones season finale, and has more ghost stories than an all-night ghost story marathon. Now, you guys know I love a good challenge. So when I heard about the Devil's Perch and its reputation for, well, let's just say thinning the herd of tourists, I knew I had to share it with you. People come from all over the world to tempt fate in this place. Some are looking for a thrill, some are paranormal investigators, and some are probably just lost. But here's the kicker. There's this one room, Room 13 naturally, that's got a waiting list longer than the line for a new iPhone launch. See, legend has it that anyone who spends the night in Room 13 either disappears without a trace or checks out with the most insane story you've ever heard. One guy, let's call him Bob, claimed he woke up hanging upside down from the ceiling fan. Not tied up, not levitating, just stuck. He said he was staring at a creepy porcelain doll on the nightstand, its eyes glowing red. The craziest part, when they got him down, the doll was gone. Poof, vanished. Next, we're heading to the sunny side of things. Literally. Picture this. Crystal clear blue waters, pristine beaches, and a volcano spewing lava in the background. Welcome to Lava Lux Resort, where you can get a tan and a face full of ash at the same time. I mean, talk about a view, right? Now, I know what you're thinking, Mike. Are you insane? Who in their right mind would stay at a hotel with an active volcano in the backyard? Well, apparently a lot of people. They've got a 5-star rating on Yelp. Though I'm not sure if that's for the luxurious amenities or the constant threat of imminent fiery doom. The management, in their infinite wisdom, decided to spin the whole volcano thing as a feature. They call it Nature's Light Show, and even offer volcano view rooms at a premium price. I guess when you're charging those prices, a little molten rock is just a bonus, right? But don't worry, they've got all the safety precautions in place, or so they say. They give you a complimentary hard hat and a pamphlet titled Volcanoes, Friend or Foe. Spoiler alert, it's foe. One guest, a thrill-seeking grandma named Agnes, decided to take a closer look at the lava flow. She even took a selfie with it. Let's just say Agnes's Instagram game ended on a bit of a toasty note. From fire and brimstone, we move on to something a little more psychological. Tucked away in the secluded backwoods of Maine is the Sanitarium Suites, a charming little bed and breakfast with a dark past. This place used to be a mental asylum back in the 1800s. And let's just say they weren't exactly winning any awards for patient care back then. We're talking straight out of a horror movie. Rusty medical instruments, padded walls, and enough creepy history to make your skin crawl. Now, I'm not saying I believe in ghosts, but I'm also not saying I'd spend the night here alone. The current owners, bless their souls, tried to play down the whole abandoned asylum vibe. They put up some floral wallpaper, replaced the straitjackets with bathrobes, and renamed the electroshock therapy room the meditation suite. But you can't polish a haunted turd, you know? Guests have reported all sorts of strange occurrences. Disembodied whispers, phantom footsteps, objects moving on their own. You know, the usual Tuesday night stuff. One guest, a skeptic blogger who went by the name Ghostbuster Gary, decided to spend the night in the old solitary confinement cell. He wanted to prove that all the ghost stories were just a load of baloney. He even set up a live stream to document his stay. The stream went dark around 2 a.m. When they found Gary the next morning, let's just say he wasn't exactly writing a scathing review on TripAdvisor. He was found babbling incoherently, clutching a rusty hook, and mumbling something about a shadowy figure with no eyes. Guess Gary's a believer now, huh? Alright guys, Buckle up for this one because we're about to get irradiated. Next on our list is the Chernobyl Comfort Inn, located in the heart of the Chernobyl Exclusion Zone. Yes, you heard that right, the Chernobyl Exclusion Zone. You know, the place where time stopped in 1986 after a little nuclear mishap. Now, I know what you're thinking. Eslam, isn't that place like a radioactive wasteland? Well, yeah, kind of. But hey, who needs a tan when you can glow in the dark, am I right? The good news is, the radiation levels have gone down. Slightly. The bad news is, they're still about a bazillion times higher than what's considered safe. But hey, don't worry, the Chernobyl Comfort Inn has got you covered. They provide you with a complimentary hazmat suit, a Geiger counter that's constantly freaking out, and a waiver that's longer than the US tax code. You know, just the essentials. One brave or perhaps foolish couple decided to spend their honeymoon at the Chernobyl Comfort Inn. They figured, hey, what's a little radiation poisoning when you're in love, right? They checked in, snapped some selfies with the infamous reactor in the background, and even managed to find a stray dog to share their radioactive picnic basket with. Romantic, right? Well, the honeymoon phase ended about a week later when they both started losing their hair, their skin turned a lovely shade of chartreuse, and they developed a sudden aversion to sunlight. Turns out, love may be blind, but radiation poisoning, not so much. Last but certainly not least, we arrive at a place shrouded in mystery, intrigue, and enough conspiracy theories to make your head spin faster than a compass in the Bermuda Triangle. Welcome to the Bermuda Retreat, where relaxation meets, well, vanishing into thin air. Nestled on a secluded island somewhere in the infamous Bermuda Triangle, this luxurious resort promises peace, tranquility, and a high probability of never being seen again. What more could you ask for? They say people come to the Bermuda Retreat to escape the hustle and bustle of everyday life. Little do they know, they might just escape existence altogether. The place is riddled with stories of unexplained disappearances, strange lights in the sky, and compasses going haywire. Some say it's aliens, others blame it on underwater methane bubbles, and some even whisper about a giant sea monster with a taste for tourists. Whatever the reason, one thing's for sure. The Bermuda Retreat is one vacation destination you don't want to get lost in. A few years back, a group of friends decided to celebrate their graduation with a trip to the Bermuda Retreat. They were young, they were carefree, and they had absolutely no idea what they were getting themselves into. They spent their days sunbathing, jet skiing, and ignoring all the local legends about the mysterious disappearances. Then, one night, under a sky filled with swirling green lights, they vanished without a trace. Their rooms were empty, their belongings untouched, and the only sign they were ever there was a half-eaten plate of nachos and a creepy message scrawled on the bathroom mirror, whispering, "Don't trust the water." So, there you have it, guys. The top 5 deadliest hotels in the world. Would you dare spend a night in these hotels? Smash like if you're brave enough. Or subscribe if you want us to test them next. From haunted hallways to radioactive resorts, these hotels are definitely not for the faint of heart. But hey, who knows, maybe you're feeling lucky. Or maybe you just really, really hate TripAdvisor.